We're here.
We're here.
We're
Happy
on.
Live at 5.
Yes.
Live at 5-ish, maybe.
I like that.
I'm Beth Stevens.
I'm Andy Lefkowitz.
We have a lot going on today.
You sure do.
And we have Erin Wilhelmi here from A Doll's House Part 2.
Yes.
One of my favorite plays. Yes, round of the applause. But first of all, oh, that was one good clap.
Yeah,
Thank you,
hearty
Matt.
clap.
Rodin.
Nice work.
We have some upsetting news, and
We
then we
do.
have some like decent normal news.
Yeah.
Should we start with the upsetting news?
Kick it off.
You guys, I'm going to get emotional. Thomas Meehan has died. Thomas Meehan is the fabulous, I can speak, book writer, librettist, behind the best musical comedies of all time. Annie, Hairspray, The Producers, Young Frankenstein, like so many. And his most recent credit was Rocky, just a few years ago.
Right.
Andy has a thing with one of his shows.
I do. One of my favorite works that Thomas Meehan has taken part in was the sequel to Annie called Annie Warbucks, which
but
played
that's not what he's known
off-Broadway.
for, Andy.
It's not what he's known for,
just
that's
saying.
true. But it played off-Broadway years ago, and Donna McKechnie was in the cast, and it was...
We all have our freaky little
things. It's
things.
so rare that Broadway musicals get sequels, so it's... If you
A
don't
Doll's
know
House Part 2.
Doll's House Part
I'm
2,
just
well,
saying.
look at that.
But Thomas Meehan was a wonderful guy. He was a real supporter of theater.
Great talent.
He was a great talent. He showed up at a lot of theater to support it, and he worked with some greats. So that's very sad news. He was 88 years old, and a real gem of a guy.
Gentleman.
Very sad. Very sad. All right, I'm going to move on to the non-sad news now. We have some casting. Lisa Lampanelli's off-Broadway play Stuffed. This played somewhere else before.
Yep, it played the McCann Ghazal Theater on 76th Street.
Right, on 76th Street. So now it's moving to the West Side Theater. It previews on October 5th, and it opens on October 19th. And we have two new cast members, Marsha Stephanie Blake and Eden Malin. And so here's the thing. They have both been in Orange is the New Black. Ooh. I don't know if you knew that. Yeah. And Marsha Stephanie Blake is a stage actor who's been in a lot of stuff, most recently The Merchant of Venice with Mr. Pacino. Just saying. So that's about Lisa Lampanelli's body stuff, dieting stuff, food stuff. Yeah. I
actually caught it last year. It's a riot. It's and also very insightful. Definitely worth checking out.
Worth checking out. Stuffed at the West Side Theater. What else is up?
Yes, so we have some more news about the upcoming Cheetah Rivera Awards, which honor the best in Broadway dance. Melanie Moore, who is in Hello Dolly right now playing Ermengarde, is going to take part in a special dance montage tribute with Robert Fairchild. It'll be kind of a combination of choreography from Come From Away, A Bronx Tale, and La La Land.
I can't picture this, but I trust you.
Yes, it sounds pretty neat. And that's going to take place on September 11th at 7 p.m. at the Al Hirschfeld Theater. B.B. Newirth is going to host the evening, and Randy Skinner is going to direct.
Amazing.
Yes.
It's like a dance greats thing. But we don't know who won the Cheetah Rivera
Awards. We don't know the winners yet.
We know the nominees.
We know the nominees.
Yeah.
So
many nominees.
Just when you think award season is over, it's actually not
never
we're not there
ends,
yet.
people.
Yeah. So we're actually going to have a musical adaptation of Mad Magazine called The Mad Show, and this is getting a developmental lab production in Colorado next month. The show is going to feature music by T.J. Shanoff and a book by Rich Talacaro, and that's going to star Broadway veterans including Lauren Prichard and Nicole Parker.
Funny people. I don't know about Lauren Prichard, but Nicole Parker's a funny lady.
Indeed.
So Sound of Music tour cast was in rehearsal today. We were there. It's Jill Christine Wiley as Maria and Mike McLean as Captain Von Trapp. The tour begins on September 6th and runs through September 11th, and their first stop in Seattle. So check that out. Really fun. Gotta love the Sound of Music, people. That's worth seeing. That's worth seeing. We have our first episode of Christy Altomar's vlog from Anastasia. I know you're excited. It's called Royal Misfits. She really gives us a taste of the backstage shenanigans. I have a feeling, I don't know this for sure, I cannot confirm or deny, to quote Orphe, but I have a feeling we're gonna have some running gags in this vlog. It's really fun. Watch Ramin Karimloo get his hand stuck in the candy closet.
Oh,
that's
man.
all I have to say. If that doesn't sell you on watching this vlog, I don't know what will, but that's worth checking out.
Yeah. And lastly, in honor of yesterday's solar eclipse, Ariana Grande and Seth MacFarlane did a Suddenly Seymour carpool karaoke video on James Corden's show, and that's on the site. Little Shop Love, make it happen. I'm totally on board with this. It's a lot of fun.
That's amazing.
Yes.
What a great song. Everyone loves
Yes.
Little Shop. Well, we will be right back with Erin Wilhelmi from A Doll's House Part 2. Stay with us.
Hi, you guys. It's me, Julie White, your dear friend. And we're going to play a little game. Since I'm appearing in Doll's House Part 2, I'm going to present sequels from plays that I've done and other stuff I've done. That sounds terrible, doesn't it? But it's going to be great. The Little Dog Laughed Part 2. I believe that Diane accomplished what she wanted. She made an action franchise out of her gay client. And then she made like $27 million and retired. And now she has a fabulous girlfriend. They live in Santa Fe, and she rescues kittens. Never another dog. Kittens. Well, kind of, Pete Gurney, God love him, he kind of writes the sequel to it at the end of the play. We sort of tell you that Sylvia had a great life with us, and then we had to put her down. Oh, God.
I put with a mask of makeup just to talk, not to spur, man to man, queen to queen on a par, standing face to
Welcome back to Live at 5. I'm here with Erin Wilhelmi from A Doll's House Part 2. Thank you, yes.
Thank you.
Yes, she deserves all the applause. Erin, thanks for coming
Hi,
in.
Thank you for having me.
So let's talk about this show. First of all, this is not your Broadway debut.
It's not.
It's your second show, right?
Mhm.
But tell me what it's like to join this cast, which is mostly new. I mean, it's a 4-character play.
Yes.
3 of these people that have joined are new.
It's so fun. I mean, Jane had been on it, of course, with the last cast, and she welcomed us with open arms. And then we've got Stephen and Julie and
So
myself.
Julie White, Stephen McKinley Henderson.
Yes.
We're talking about Jane Howdyshell.
Yes.
This is some, like, these are the guns. These are the
I'm
power.
so lucky. I'm so out of my element. But yeah, it's the most amazing experience. The Crucible, the last show I did, had I think 22 of us, and this is just 4. So it's like a lot of intense.
You have a spotlight on you.
focus.
Like when you were in the Crucible, you were one of the witchy girls, right?
Yeah.
Mercy.
Mercy
Right?
Lewis.
Mercy.
Yeah.
Lewis. I'm just gonna say one of the witchy girls, one of the creepy schoolgirls. Is
Twitched
that-
a lot.
You twitched
Yeah.
a lot?
Mhm.
Show me your twitching.
We were really like, a lot
Yeah.
of head stuff.
Oh, see, it's already a little creepy. So yeah, you were making your Broadway debut with a lot of other people making their Broadway
Mhm.
debuts, right?
It's really fun,
So what was that like?
yeah. Well, I guess I had such a great experience just because it was my first time in the whole Broadway world, but also Saoirse Ronan was like the sweetest person on the planet, and loved working with her. And of course, getting to share the stage with Ben Whishaw was pretty exciting.
And not bad on the eyes.
Not bad on the
Ben
eyes.
Whishaw. Ivo Van Hove directed that.
Mhm.
Sam Gold famously directs A Dollhouse Part 2. These are 2 really innovative, unusual directors. I think that they may even have a connection with each other. Did you find yourself working, like, I know you've done a lot of off-Broadway work, but did you find yourself in a different kind of element with these directors?
Yeah, well, Ivo likes for you to be completely memorized before you come in.
Oh, wow.
And I was definitely not like that with Doll's House, but we got there pretty fast, but Ivo has like a very specific way that he likes to work, and it's just no table work, there's no real discussion about it before you get up on your feet. Whereas
You
for
are just
Doll's
on your
House,
feet
yeah,
from the
you're
beginning.
from day one.
Wow.
I mean, right after you do a read through, then you're on your feet. But Sam, we had some table time, which was nice, so we could really dig into it.
Did you see the play when Condola Rashad played your part?
I did see it.
How
I
was that
like,
for you?
Oh my God, I would love to play that role.
Oh, so you saw it not knowing that you could be up for the role.
I knew I was going to audition, but
I
I
see,
did
okay.
not know if I was going to get to do it.
So let's dig into your past a little bit, shall we? It's not like
Okay. Oh,
therapy.
God.
It's not. No, it's not like therapy. Tell me when you wanted to be an actress.
I would say middle school. I played Gollum in The Hobbit Jr. My precious, yes.
That's
And
amazing.
and it was like so cool because nobody recognized me.
I didn't even know this is a thing people did. Did you know this? Okay.
The Hobbit Jr.
The Hobbit Jr. is a
Yeah.
thing, and you were Gollum.
I was Gollum. I had like
Not
glow in
Gollum
the dark
Jr.,
eye.
just to be clear. You had a full
Not Gollum.
precious. Do you have to say precious?
I had to say a lot of my precious,
Yeah.
and I just had one scene, but it was so fun, and it was the first time I really thought I want to do this forever.
So I read that you saw some movies that inspired you also to be an actor. Is that true?
You know, yes. I read, what was that movie with Anywhere But Here? Is that what it's
Susan
called?
Sarandon,
Susan Sarandon and Natalie Portman. I saw it with my grandmother, and I remember she was like, "Do you want to do that someday?" And I was like, "Yes, that's exactly what I want to do."
So you grew up in Kentucky,
Mhm.
and then did you start going to school for theater like immediately when you went to college?
I went to college as a BFA major. I decided to do that like sophomore year of high school was when I
That's a
decided
bold
I was
move.
gonna-
That's a big decision.
Yeah, it was for being 18 and thinking I'm gonna
Just
make
like
my major.
Gollum
plan.
just launched you forward.
Gollum. It's all because of Gollum. I think that it was definitely something I questioned after doing it. I thought, am I doing the right thing? Is it too early to make the decision? But I always just something kept pulling me back to it.
Okay, and then you did some major movies. Can we talk about the major movies?
Okay.
Okay. I mean, if we have to. Tell me about Parks.
It was amazing.
So you got to work with Emma Watson.
I did.
No small thing.
No.
small thing. Were you a Harry Potter fan?
I was, but my sister was way more of a Harry Potter fan. So she was the one that I got to, look cool in front of.
That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Being cool in front of your siblings. What else
I
matters?
know. It was my first big film, my first feature, actually. So I had no idea what I was doing, but I learned a lot.
And you were kind of a gothy character, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
Lots of makeup.
Had like a lot of makeup on, and
Because when I look at you,
black.
I think goth girl, don't you? That's the first thing that pops into my head. How was that audition?
it's so funny. I haven't told anyone this, but I was wearing a pink shirt, and I remember thinking, why did I wear this? And so right before the audition, I was running around Chinatown trying to find a black shirt to buy.
It can't be that hard to find a black shirt in
It was
Chinatown.
harder than you think. I finally found a little place that almost like a bodega place, and they had some clothing, and I was like, can I buy the black sweater? And it was like, it was not cold out, but I changed in the back of this little place in Chinatown and put on the black shirt and went to the audition. I guess it worked.
That sounds
I don't
so
know.
glamorous.
I can't believe I did that. I was wearing a pink shirt to a golf audition.
Yeah, pink for the goth audition might be the wrong message, but you worked it out. You got it. You
Yeah.
got it going. Good thing Chinatown. Good thing New York City's open all the time.
I know.
So we have a question from Joanne. I loved American Hero.
Oh, yay.
What was it like working with Jerry O'Connell?
He is the best.
Of course he is.
He's the best person to work with. I just love him so much. He's the funniest. He's the nicest person. He says hello and makes conversation with everybody. So we had people coming from shows that he did years ago that were ushers for a day or something that he'd made connections with, and then said, "Come see my show. Come see American Hero." And
That's so cool.
yeah, he's my favorite.
I can imagine he is. Bradley's asking, would you do a musical?
What'd you say? What do you say?
Bradley is asking, would you do a musical?
Would I do? Yes, I would.
So you did You're in Town. I know the secrets.
Oh my God, you do.
So you were Little Sally.
Yes.
That's the only musical I saw that you did, though. Have you done other musicals?
I did. The Civilians did a musical down at the Public, the Great Immensity, and it had a big grant from the Endowment for the Arts, not the Endowment for the National Science
Oh, okay.
Foundation, and so it's making news right now about climate change musicals. But that was my only musical I did in the city.
But if you could do any musical, let's open it up. If you could do any musical, what would you want to do? On the Broadway.
Probably Les Mis.
Les
I've always
Mis?
been a fan of Les Mis.
Which part would you play?
Eponine. Yeah, I mean,
mean,
of course,
she's got the
dream
song.
role, but
I can see it. I can see it.
I
the
listen to
barricades.
Phantom of the Opera through my dressing room window every night.
Because they're so
So-
close
because they're
together.
so close,
and they share
so-
backstage.
Yeah.
So you share
the
backstage
alley.
with Bandstand
Mm-hmm.
and Doll's House and Phantom all have that
And
crazy
Corey
hallway.
Cott was in Perks of Being a Wallflower.
Oh.
So yeah,
Connections.
yeah, small world.
We're all awing. Are we all awing? We
Oh.
are. We're all awing. Okay, here's a weird question, but a good one. Michael's asking, your dream role now and your dream role 20 years from now, which is a deep question?
Oh, God. You know, I think 20 years from now, there's a part of me that wants to play Nora.
Nora?
In A Doll's House Part 2.
I love it.
This is just such a neat role, and watching Lori do it and now Julie do it, it's like there's so many possibilities with it. It's so well written. I think it would be incredible to get to do it someday. 20 years ago.
Well, 20 years from, they're
Or
saying 20
20
years from now. But what about
Oh.
right now? What's your dream role right now?
Let's
Besides
do
Doll's House
a
Part 2?
revival of Urinetown.
A revival of Urinetown.
Let's
We're
do
ready.
it.
It's time. We have some applause here.
Amen.
It's time. The time has come. We might need to pay to pee. I'm just saying.
Privilege.
Privilege. It's privilege.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know the words. Amazing. That's a great idea. So tell me about working with Julie White, who is also a Southerner.
Yeah.
And you don't sound like you're from Kentucky.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, that's a thank you.
Unless I get really tired.
If you get tired, you get a little drawly.
Yeah.
A little drawly.
But Julie's is like a Texas. It's so pretty, and like I love
It
her.
is. She's got
her
a pretty voice.
accent. Yeah.
So tell me, I feel like these are like sparring matches between each character. You're just like at each other's throats. And when haven't seen you do it yet, but I can't wait. Getting tickets soon. But Condola had kind of a detached. She's kind of a little. She's got a lot of poise, you know, this character. She's a little cool.
Yeah.
What's your approach?
You know, I think that maybe some people have said I'm less cool about it, but I think that I try to come in with a confidence, and I don't maintain that exact kind of confidence throughout the scene.
Because she hasn't seen her mother in 15 years.
years.
That's a long time to not
And
see
she
your
desperately
mother.
needs something from her mom, and throughout the scene, she gradually realizes she might not get it. And what the cost of that might be if she doesn't get it, it could actually really screw up her life.
Amazing.
So
Such a great group of actors in this.
it's so
Steve
fun.
McKinley Henderson's one of my favorite people. And Jane Howdy-Shell people, I mean, she can do no
Oh
wrong.
my gosh.
And she has the
The
best
best
line in
lines.
the show. We won't say what they are, but if you've seen the show, you know what they are. And there might be a cross-stitch somewhere in the Broadway.com offices that say the best line.
A cross stitch.
We do that kind of thing. Rachel's asking, what was one of the biggest lessons you've learned about sustaining a life in the theater?
I've learned that patience is key, and I mean I've gone a long time in between jobs before. So someone once said that in order to be an actor, you have to have the 3 Ps. And it's patience, passion, and persistence. So just keep going, but also remain calm and find other things that make you happy when you're not able to do what you love.
You've been very lucky in maintaining a film career, getting to do lots of theater, especially off-Broadway.
Yeah.
When did you come to New York? How did that all work out for
You
you?
know, I moved here 9 years ago.
Wow.
And I mean, it was a slow start, for sure, but perks of being a wallflower really set me off, and I was able to get into the SAG, the union, and then from there I got my first off-Broadway gig, and then it sort of just continued on from that.
Do you keep in touch with these people that you've worked with before?
I do, yeah. I have a lot of friends now in the theater world. And it's
Can we join
amazing.
your group text?
Oh, totally.
I think we should. I don't think they'd mind.
Group
Who are these people? Who are these people? Okay, so everyone's just telling you how much they love you and how much they love working with you. What was it like working with Emma Watson?
Oh, sweetheart. She gave me lots of clothes.
She did?
Yeah, I told everyone
That is a
that.
perk
So
of being a
nice
wallflower.
her. I still wear like jeans that she gave me and shoes, and yeah, she's a really kind person.
You guys had some screen time that was really fun. Hi, Erin, my stepdad works at your high school, says Taylor. Hi, Taylor. Cool. Bradley says, I loved you in The Crucible. What other show would you like to do with Ivo Van Hove?
What other show would I like to do?
Mhm.
Oh, anything he ever wants me in.
Really?
Yeah, it'd be great.
So it was a great working environment,
Yes.
even though it had like this structure, this rules to it.
Yeah, it's just a very different process, but it works because he comes
He's
up
very
with the brilliant
inventive,
Mhm.
yeah. That was
Yeah, he-
terrifying. I've seen The Crucible before. That was the scariest Crucible.
It was scary on
I've ever
stage
seen.
too. to
Was
be
it?
honest. Oh yeah, it was
The
like
lights came on and
and
people
a
were
light fell
flying
from the
and
ceiling.
yeah, things were going
that
on.
could crush you. Yeah. Oh yeah, it was huge. It was heavy.
Huge and heavy.
There was one night when it was dangling and it didn't fall all the way, and the man who played Giles Corey was like ready to push anyone out of the way who was under it, and I was like, how appropriate. More
the crucible
weight.
becomes real life. I love that. That's awesome. Oh, Steven's asking a very important crucible question. Did the wolf ever go rogue?
One time he had tummy issues. And I'll leave it at that.
Leave it at that. That doesn't sound very
Sorry.
happy. That doesn't
Poor
sound very.
Lou. He was
That
such a
doesn't
good,
sound like a good thing.
He's such a good boy.
He's a good boy.
He's a sweetheart.
But
yeah.
tummy issues. You
He had
don't want
tummy
that.
issues. And he started to have to, and the trainer called him off right away. So.
Also, it's a different kind of fear and upsetting.
It would have been rough to do the whole rest of the show with that on stage.
That's amazing.
Oh my God.
So everybody needs to come see A Doll's House Part 2.
Please.
See this one, do her thing, go back and rent all of her movies. Do people rent movies now? What do you do? Yeah.
Stream it.
Stream
Stream.
it. I need to start saying stream. I need to join the
Never
century. I need to
right.
join the century. And I don't know what to say, Matt. I'm sorry. Anyway, Erin Wilhelmi. She's something to watch. She's someone to watch. We will see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for joining us. Bye.